good?
Stop talking.
I am talking.
No, I said stop talking.
No, we've been ready for like a minute.
I'm still sorting my dice. I got to find the ones that are going to be really good for these rolls that we're going to do during roleplay. If you guys end up in another bar fight, I'm sorry. It's not my fault. It's what you've done. What you did.
Oh, I forgot thingy. And yeah, it's really zoomed in on my face for some reason on the stream.
I don't know why.
Oh, anybody out there listening, welcome back to another episode of Not Critical Role. This is a special Tuesday night episode of Rime the Frostmaiden from Old Dominion Heroes. Ryan, why don't you bring us in?
You want a little backstory intro type deal?
Just a little. We're going to get into it deep here shortly.
All right. So,
yeah, how deep? So deep.
Pretty deep.
This is a recap as told from the perspective of Reighar Ragnar. Goliath, mountain-born barbarian of the Storm Hills tribe. Strange things happened in the town of East Haven. You can't seem to get drinks without being interrupted. Well, I was in the process of helping my friend Timmy find a suitable mate when we were rudely dashed away and his advances were ignored. Nursing our disappointments over many, many drinks, as the hours slipped by, a group of strange, short, charcoal-skinned men with beards entered the room and immediately attacked us. They were looking for that Duergar, the one that we freed, Marek. Apparently he is young. Reighar thinks he might be important to them, perhaps a prince or something. They were pretty insistent on taking him back to their caves or wherever it is those people live. So much so, they decided to kill me. And that's all I remember.
Wow.
Oops.
Poor Reighar.
Oops.
Reighar had like 6 guys on you, and not in a good way.
Nope.
When is it ever good to have guys on you unless it's what you want?
Look,
Right.
we don't shame here.
I'm not shaming either. I'm just saying.
Usually doesn't help when they're all
It's like
just
8 feet
attacking
tall.
you.
Yeah. Which, by the way, when I noticed that I'd put in all these characters that had cunning actions, I'm just going to be honest with you. I did kind of say, fuck. No, they're not going to do that. So you guys were settled down to have just a nice, it's just a nice evening at the bar. Have a few drinks, go to the party, meet new people. And all of a sudden, like a soap bubble popping, there's a giant Duergar in the middle of the room, and he's wanting you to give back his little brother. Literally his little brother. Because he was about 10 feet tall. Speaking of Rhaegar's death, Reighar, go ahead and give me a death saving throw.
Just
No, didn't we? I thought we.
You didn't bring it back. Not yet. But you
I thought I did.
Unfortunately, I think
I
that
just want to get somebody to roll something this episode.
No, it's
I don't know
okay.
if we're gonna have a chance.
you don't know if we're gonna have a chance.
I thought I healed him.
I don't know. I think you were going to.
Yeah, let me check my app. I'll know here in a second. Oh, characters. No, I am still on death saves.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll one death save just to see if you get a nat 1. It's not going to hurt you.
All right, here we go.
Right there.
Yeah.
Can throw a spare the dying.
I can.
It's not gonna hurt you.
It's
a
Reighar
12.
has
That one,
successful
that's-
death save.
Famous
It's a
last
success.
words.
That's 2 death saves that he would fail.
All right, so that's a positive. Somebody have in initiative order have a bonus action or action, healing word, cure wounds. Go ahead and call out if you'd like to go ahead and use that. Bring Reighar back up.
I'm pulling up
Really
my
dead.
character real quick.
I can do spare the dying. Cantrip.
And
Okay.
then, and then I should be able to, I think I can heal him. Hold on, let me check.
Hello, hello. There we go. Now my sound's working.
I'm pretty
What's
sure
the
I can
point in
heal him.
doing a cantrip to spare the dying if I can just heal them?
Well, sometimes you might be out of spell slots.
Well,
Yeah.
also you can spare the dying at range. So if someone
Yep.
drops and you can't get to them to do a touch cure wounds, you can cast spare the dying because you have a 30-foot range on your cast of it because you're a grave
Right.
cleric. So you can literally stabilize someone so they don't have to make death saves without having to touch them like normal clerics would.
Like I would,
With
yeah.
that cantrip.
Well, sometimes you don't want somebody to die, but you don't want to have to talk to them either.
Oh, I feel that so hard.
Damn.
I'll save your life, but don't say anything to me.
Yeah, this is my spare the dying stick. I don't have to touch them when they're dying. I could just poke them with this, and they are stable. That's more of an artificer thing, though. The stick, though. So is somebody going to use a spell slot, or is
Yeah,
Reighar going to be out for a little bit?
I think I've got one. Hold on.
Okay.
I'm still
Please
pulling
don't
stuff
mind.
up.
He'll be
I'm pretty sure I got something.
It's not the first time Rhaegar's been passed out in a bar in this campaign
No.
It's true.
with 0 hit points, just like unconscious.
Yeah, exactly. Could have been me or Timmy, you know. Just depends on the night.
There was that other time when those locals absolutely were the ones that knocked him out.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. No one else did. It was the locals.
Yep.
Everything's running super slow, but I've got something, I'm sure.
Okay. Do you want me to pull your character sheet up? I might have a better speed.
I'm working on it. No, it's
right.
fine. It's just get
All
out
right,
of my
I'll close
sheet,
that.
dick.
Sorry.
Do you not want him to see something you added there? What's going on?
No, it just always says the DM's looking at your sheet, and it slows mine down when he does that.
What did you... You can't add that magic item yet, sir.
I can heal him for something.
All right, just go ahead and cross out a spell slot. I think you've got
Thank you.
like healing word or something like that.
I think you screwed
Probably
me
did. I'm gonna
up
go
when
in
you
your...
looked at my sheet.
You're taking too long. I'm gonna do it.
No. Load up. You're screwing it up. There we are. Get out of my sheet.
All right, you've got...
I'm looking. I'm in it now. I know. I'm in it.
Okay.
I'm in it now. Get out.
Okay, I'm getting
I'm
out.
aware
Getting
of my
out.
character.
Getting out. There we are.
Okay,
I'm out.
First level. See, you screwed me up again now.
You got closed wounds,
all
right?
black.
How long does that take to... Is that an action to cast?
I'll cast a. I mean,
Okay.
I'll cast a real spell. I've got
Okay,
something that'll bring him up. Just stay out of my
Alright.
sheet.
Meanwhile,
Yeah, because I had already used
Meanwhile.
my stone's defense, right?
yes.
I think so.
Yeah. Yeah, you got knocked down. You guys got dealt the equivalent of, I think, about 20, 80, 110, about 110, 120 damage, somewhere in that range. You got dealt to you. You only dealt out about 20, 25. So it was just, you got caught flat-footed. Got caught flat-footed.
You keeping score? I see.
Yeah, I was keeping score. I am winning.
Yeah, I guess I'll have to. I'll have to do. Yeah, close wounds. That's really the only healing I have.
Okay. All right, that's fine. Reighar, you get to
So-
roll is it one action to cast that?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so you don't have to use Spare the Dying.
Then he gets to roll then he gets to roll a.
Roll a hit die. The way I'm going to treat this is that you can probably use your action to wake him up, but he's not going to wake up on his own from this particular one, since it's just a rolling of a hit die type deal.
Yeah, plus his Constitution modifier.
Right.
It might hit die at E12, I believe.
So unless
Yeah.
someone wakes him up, he's going to be asleep for 2 hours.
So it's I get 9 points of HP back because I add my con mod, right?
Yeah.
Yes. All right, cool. And you have to burn a hit die.
Inventory.
All right. Reighar, we talked a little bit in the chat separately.
I
Your
have a healing
awareness.
potion for him if he needs it.
Okay. Reighar, your awareness fades as you feel yourself drop to the floor. And you find yourself at first in complete darkness. And the sound of wind is the first thing that comes to you. And then the creaking of wood, and then the sound of wind through trees. And the last thing that returns, you catch the taste of pine and fir on the air. As the last thing that returns is your sight, and you see that you appear to be standing in a wintry, but not dark, not twilight, wintry, but bright day in the center of a small clearing. And you hear a voice that you recognize from your time on the roof of the black cabin. And the voice calls out and speaks to you. And you hear it, and it says, Reighar, you seem lost, young one. Today is not your fated day. Bearer of my boon. Bearer of my boon.
Sorry, the baby's crying. So
Hang on,
you're good, dude.
Bearer of my boon. Again. Basically, it's not your fated day. Sorry, I got thrown off for a second. It's not your fated day. But you find yourself at the crossroads, at the threshold of life and death. Though you don't know it, it is known that you will not be passing from your mortal coil at this particular time.
So
what would you like to say or do?
So when I hear this voice in the blackness, I respond out. First, I'm gonna say, "Crom, is that you?" And I'll roll insight if you want me to.
You're welcome to. You hear the voice say, "That is one of my names."
That's gonna be a 12 on insight.
Yeah, seems like the voice that you heard from the rooftop.
When he says that is one of my many names, I will say, "Why do you feel I am worthy for you to speak to? I have not heard your voice before. And I am not honorable enough for your presence."
Young one, the journey's end is not its middle or its beginning. Bearer of my boon, you stand at the crossroads, but you seem lost. 3 questions I will answer you before your time in between is up. So basically, mechanically, you have 3 questions you can ask at this time, in between the on the shores of life and death. Yes.
So am I able to like look around while I'm in this like in between space?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. Let me roll perception. Damn, not rolling good tonight. 10.
All right, you look around. You seems like you're in Icewind Dale. It seems like a early spring. The sun, it sits higher on the horizon than you've seen in a long time.
Okay.
The air is crisp. The snow is on its way towards the annual spring melt, or what was typical the annual spring melt. But there's a certain quality to your surroundings, to the air and to the land and to the sky that doesn't. It's not. It resembles where you are, but it's not. Somewhere else.
So Reighar would take a knee, and I'm assuming even in this space in between, I have like my general form, including my clothing and items on me. Just
Sure, yeah.
Okay. So I take a knee, and I unsheath the great sword of Crom from my back, and I stick it down into the slightly snowy ground beneath my feet, and I look up at Crom, or look up toward the sky, toward the mountain ranges, and I say,
Crom, I can hear you, but I cannot see you. I look about and I do not see your holy mountain. But I am here, with your sword, faithful and ready, Lord.
And
this is why, and you hear the voice. This is why I will answer you 3 questions, bearer of my boon.
For my first question, forgive me for my ignorance, Great One. Where I am now, this looks like the Dale I remembered from my youth. This is not how the Dale looks now. Are you showing me how things will look in the future? Or how they have looked in the past?
Yes. It is both. Perhaps, depending on you and your companions.
Let's see. For
my second question, Crom. Will I ever be forgiven in your graces?
The answer you hear back is that, as I mentioned, the journey and the end are not the same. It is likely so.
I bow my head down to my sword and grit my teeth and just like wring my hands against the handle grip, wrapping of the blade, and white knuckled, my teeth just, grinding against one another as spit comes down out of my cheeks. I resist the urge to curse at Crom, and I say to him,
I ask you questions, and I leave with more questions. For my final question, Crom.
Oh gosh, this is really hard, out of game. I'm trying to think of something important that I need to ask.
It's really hard when you can ask literally anything. Like,
yeah. Well, and I don't know
anything,
to the extent of
like,
what
why?
Crom's knowledge and expanse of his influence in Icewind Dale is. Reighar assumes that Crom is the preeminent and only being. He's a monotheistic, so he literally doesn't think that anybody else's gods exist other than Crom. So he and his faith would assume that Crom is like ever present, ever powerful, and all seeing. And
Not gonna ask about the little girl.
Well, it's between that or my people. I mean, we know the crash site exists. We haven't been there yet. And I thought I had already asked Crom once before, was the little girl. Oh, no, I asked. Oh, that's brilliant. Okay, cool. I will do that. Thank you, Larry.
yeah, because you don't know if she's alive or dead.
That's right. Okay. So I will say,
Forgive me, Crom. For once, I relied on the sages and the power of a foreign wizard for answers. But now, I look to you. My final question. Is the little girl alive?
And I pound my chest with the doll in my hand.
The answer that you get is she is in between. Much as you are now.
When he says in between, much as you are now, like I look about trying to find the source of the voice and just like in a panic start running about the open tundra in any and every direction trying to get to some semblance of an edge of something.
For the next 2 hours, unless someone wakes you up, you're chasing reindeer and rainbows.
Wandering the waste looking for this little girl, calling her name.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I don't even know her name.
Yeah. You
Damn, I should have asked that question.
I definitely have her name written down right here.
Do you really? Damn it!
I do now.
Okay. Well, we might have to rely on that wizard's augury again.
Okay. So that's that. Reighar is stable. He's asleep, but he's down 9 hit points. He's stable. He's unconscious. Be unconscious for 2 hours unless somebody wakes him up. Back to the rest of you guys. You do have a small fire going on. I assume that you put that out. You don't want to get that kind of reputation, you know?
That's the fire starter?
Yeah. I
Every
would
place we
assume.
go.
Right.
Yeah, I would assume that there's plenty of beers and stuff laying around that we could just pour on the
drank
fire.
most of those.
Well, you could, let's see here. I want you guys, everybody but not Reighar, who's in the bar, give me a athletics check on putting out some fires.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
I'm going to do it. This is going to be a group one, a group athletics check.
18.
Can I just use my wand of prestidigitation to put him out?
You can stand there and do that. You don't have to roll then. I'm just gonna do a flat +2 or something like that. We'll figure it out.
I mean, I've got prestidigitation too, so I rolled a 7.
7.
Timmy got a 15.
I like rolling for it.
Mhm.
What are we rolling again?
Athletics.
Group doing athletics.
Athletics. Ooh.
I got 18. Yeah.
And that is going to be a 12 for me.
Okay. I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at what I'm overhearing in my own home. You guys burst into action. After these guys leave, you guys cast a spell, healing up Reighar, stabilizing him, keeping him from going away. Jackal is just fucking on it, booking it, grabbing up whatever. She's got cups of soup, teapots, shit. And as you guys put out the fire,
Spittoon.
yeah, the spittoon. Yubis with the 7, nothing really bad happens to it. It's not like the spittoon splashes on you or anything, but you really don't actually put out. You make it back in as like the last flames go out, and you've got like a bucket of snow from outside, and you're like, well, there we go. We're good. All the fires are out. The bartender is still crouched over behind the bar. However, you do notice that the sack of gold that was thrown over by Dearth Sunlight has mysteriously vanished from the top of the bar. You guys are standing there. Who is doing what and how and why? And what do you guys want to talk about? What do you guys want to do? Do you want to kind of gather up and have some chat? What do you want to do?
I've gotten info about that place over to the east. Have I had a chance to tell everybody that? I guess.
No, you haven't had a chance to tell everybody that yet.
Okay, I'll try and I'll go smack Reighar in the face.
Reighar, you wake up with a snort and a bunch of drool coming out your mouth.
What the hell was that?
Get up, dummy. And then just go. I gotta look. Let's everybody all sit around. I got something to tell you all.
Okay. Do you want to wait on Larry to get there?
Where is Larry?
Where is Larry? Larry, when we last left you, you were sneaking out of the town hall and attempting to continue a conversation with one of the ones inside the town hall using your message cantrip. Is that the case?
Oh, he never made it. Oh, he still hadn't made it back yet. Okay.
He hadn't made it back yet.
That is indeed the case.
Snap.
As a matter of fact, the last thing that happened is I think I had a good stealth roll, and I had
great stealth roll, yeah.
Yeah, and I got out of the building and was standing directly behind the sentry that they have posted outside the door.
Yeah,
Oh, right.
It's up to you what you want to do. With that stealth roll that you rolled last week, I don't remember the exact number, but it was high.
Yeah, it was something
It was
high.
pretty damn good.
Right.
You can go. Just book it out of there, no problem.
Yeah, so just for flavor there, he pauses behind him, just like in indecision, kind of reaches for the dagger a couple of times, and then just sort of frustrated, just opts against it, reaches down, picks up a little rock off the ground, and then like throws it over to the left. And as soon as the guy like hears the noise and looks over there, he slips off to the right, like in the shadow of the building and around the corner. And gets out of sight so that he can try and finish this conversation via message.
Okay, so you're gonna finish the conversation via message. All right, we're gonna come back to you in a little while later. Yubis, yeah, you're able to share that information if you'd like.
Yeah, I mean, we can always fill Larry in later with it.
Okay.
Just say, just kind of give him the options of this is what I found out. That I'm trying to pull it up now. The Red Mage was hired to find the artifact, and he killed the people, and that's why they put him to death, and that there's and I'd pull out the map that shows where the ruins are.
Speaking of that map where the ruins are, let's go ahead and switch our map on over to one that we can do. So this map,
Look anything like that treasure map that I got?
yeah, we can address that too tonight.
I would definitely like to address that.
And let me get my stuff open here. I thought I had something open here, but I don't have it open. What the hell? I have a window about making baking. Let's just put it that way. So yes. So northeast of East Haven, on the far side of the lakes, of the Lake of Lackdinshire, you have some knowledge that was the location of this expedition that this Red Wizard led people on. And it was about 14 miles outside of town, due northeast. There's a small X on the tundra there. I'll go ahead and put a little yellow mark there as well. It's really bad. It was supposed to be an X, but it's not. It looks like a bug. It just drew a little yellow bug. Now,
don't eat the yellow snow.
Don't eat that snow there. It's a yellow snow mountain. Don't eat that. So that's what you can find there. Speaking of the map, by the way, when you have D&D Beyond open in another window on the screen and you make it into a skinny tab, what that does is it turns it into the mobile format, which is just a lot of fucking scrolling. It's not too bad. It's actually kind of nice. But there it is, and there it is, and there we go. Okay. Speaking of areas here, I'm going to go ahead and mark a couple things on here for you guys. So we've got the location of this gentleman who killed his party and was looking for Netherese Ruins. Right there. You guys would have spent some time earlier on when you were in Tourmaline and Lonely Wood, and you would have gotten a good idea of about where that ship went down that Reighar was trapped on.
Mm-hmm.
You would know that it is around here. Down here. Okay?
Ooh. Okay.
That's about 7 or 8 miles south of Dugan's Hole, which none of you have been to yet.
No.
Okay. Trafalgar. The map that you found that led to a was it a very rare artifact, did it say?
I believe so.
Okay.
I will confirm that for you just a second.
Okay. Rare or very rare, just so you know. That
very
leads to
rare is what it says.
very rare. Okay, that leads to a spot right here.
Way out in the middle of nowhere.
So about 13, 14 miles southwest of Targos and Bremen. Okay. While we're talking about maps, Larry, you would have been reviewing the map that you got from old Musty. And as you were approaching East Haven, you likely would have noticed there's a little marker near East Haven. Where is my green? Here's my green. Do a line. Little marker right there. Near East Haven. You see notation on that, Larry. I'm jumping around here. He's not technically back at the tavern right yet. We'll go back to the tavern just for tavern hijinks here in a second. This little mark here is one that you know who visited because of the sweet ladies who live there are ones that know many things. They don't necessarily live in a house made out of candy. But there's a couple little old ladies who live there in a cave. And they don't really bother the town much from the notes that you can see. But they aren't affiliated with winter or summer.
Okay.
They're independents. So what kind of independence they could be maintaining in current situation, who knows? All right. So yeah. So you would have knowledge that there's a Netherese ruin there. Speaking of Netherese ruins, by the way, I don't know what's the best way to go about this. I think I kind of want to see what you guys want to do next as far as talking about, okay? So back to the tavern scene. There we go. Yep. So Yubis, you explain all that about the stuff, and you guys take a moment to kind of compare notes about some different locations. Oh man, Christy, do you want me to point out a specific place on that map that you know about, that Jackal knows about, that Jackal has been to or from?
Sure. We can take a look at that.
All right. This is not for any. Nobody knows what this is about. But Jackal, I'm gonna do a little. I'm gonna draw a. What am I going to use? I'm going to use a.
Paint.
I'll use a cone. We're going to go purple. And I'm going to point. I'm just going to point. Right there. Just a little purple triangle. Right there.
Okay.
Okay. Just so you know.
I was hoping we'd get up there when we were on Tourmaline, but that didn't work out.
Oh, by the way, yeah, you guys would know that your polar bear friends from the third session, they would have settled out somewhere around up here. And that's where you told the cave bear from whatchamacallit, from the Lonely Wood. You would have told him about that from the Elven Tomb. Yeah, we're trying to hook him up with the polar bears, I think. Yubis. Speaking of this map here, Yubis, you know a spot on this map.
Oh.
Let me see. Can I whisper it to you? I think I can whisper it to you. I'm gonna mark it first. I'm gonna mark your spot on this map with a little light blue triangle up top right there.
All right.
All
right.
I think this app would make things so much more convenient if they just had a penis shape.
Yeah, they don't have that. I wish they did. All right, how do I whisper to you? I'm just going. I'm gonna just do it in.
You have to go to the player screen, and where it says token, like you're adding them in, you can whisper from there.
Oh, sweet. All right, cool. Yubis. Whisper Yubis. Okay. Let's see here. There you go. Did you get that?
Yep.
And Christy, I'm gonna whisper you.
Oh, cool. Okay. Interesting.
There you go. Trafalgar, would you have shared later in the night when you would have gotten Larry around to be looking at some maps? Would you have shared this being the location of your very rare magic item?
I know we don't know what it points to. We just know that it points to something.
Right. But
Correct.
would you have like marked that out on like the party's shared map, and Larry would have gone, huh?
Yeah, I feel like Trafalgar would have shared that with the group and said, hey, I found, this map came from my spell, and I think it's something we might be able to use. Okay.
Larry, would you consult your personal map when he shows that point in the area?
Do I have a personal map, or do we just have the shared one?
I guess you might just have the shared one.
Yeah, I think we just have the shared one. The one that Musty Mommy gave to us.
Yeah. Okay. So if Musty Mommy would have given you the shared map, there is a notation at that location there, Trafalgar. Hang on 1 second. Hey, can you guys? There is a location there labeled Jarl Moot. It's a giant ruins. Ancient giant ruins. Ruins.
Ruins.
Ruins.
Stop it! You're making it sound weird.
It's time for me to make a new drink. Ruins. My new drink is called a ruin. Is it rune or ruin? I don't know.
Ruin.
It's rack and ruin and ruin. Yeah, there's a giant thing there. A giant.
Yeah, there's a giant thing there.
They don't have that template for that token, man. We can't draw those.
There's no mushroom stamp template. I'm a little ashamed.
I know. I need to go on and put that into the.
It makes for the best arrows.
It really does. So those are. I need a rocket template. Oh, I know. There's one more spot on here, area of interest that you guys would know about, but you haven't gone to or anything. And that is, there's a goblin settlement down there. They didn't seem too bad. That was Karkolok.
Are they friendly goblins?
Those are the ones that tried to kill you guys.
Yeah.
But then you guys killed a couple of theirs, and they were like, look, hold up, look. What the hell are we doing?
Yeah.
Can't we all just get along?
All things considered, they're pretty friendly.
Yeah.
We have their
Too bad.
RV.
Happy kill half of them. They get friendly.
Yeah. And Reighar, you would know and would have been able to help point these out. Goliath winter shelters here and here on the far southeast. That would be the Wormdoom Crag and Sky Tower Shelter.
Which is
places.
where... What was the Sky Tower?
These are
that
places... Go ahead.
No, that was something that it was... I know I have it written down somewhere for something.
Yeah, so... let me scrolling.
That was the... Oh, that... Yeah, he had a bunch of Goliaths with him from the Sky Tower Shelter.
Yeah.
The Red Wizard did.
Yep. That's who ran across the wizard there after he took out the party members that he hired. The Sky Tower Shelter, it's a cave system that's artificially and slightly naturally heated somewhat, and that is where a large number of Goliaths shelter for the winter. Typically, this winter being a little bit longer than usual. And then Wormdoom Crag, kind of the same deal. Also, a cave system. This one also has a lovely dragon skeleton feature outside, which gives it its name. It was originally a dragon's lair, and the Goliath tribe just threw enough Goliaths at it to take the dragon down, and they claimed it as their own. They live there. Okay. Sorry, I kind of jumped into the map thing because we were here, got the map open. Might as well give you guys some notes. Because this is stuff we haven't had a chance to recover back over again. But this is just all of the common knowledge stuff that you would have. All right, back to the tab. All right, so what are you guys comparing notes on?
Are we on the tavern map?
You're on the tavern map.
I guess it's just a load.
It should load up just shortly.
So, I guess everything's settled, and
You guys have some information on maps and stuff.
Reighar,
Yes, so Reighar
is
would have
conscious
woken up
again
at some
finally,
point in the
and
night. We can go before or after. It's up to you. The bartender, by the way, gives you all fresh, brand new drinks eventually after she chills out because you didn't tear up the place.
This time.
Yeah, she is still not into Timmy.
harsh.
She's just, it's just, no, it's not Timmy's fault. It's just been a life or death thing. She's gotten into her whiskey stores at this point and is snoozing behind the bar. Yeah, Reighar, be awake.
So I guess if Reighar is awake now, I would kind of get up from the floor and bring myself to a knee and rub my head and say, "Oh,
Thank everyone.
Oh, what the hell happened? Certainly, it must have been from more than one foe.
Yeah, it was just it was like the smallest guy there.
Oh god.
Yes, I think it was a gnome.
Yeah.
Were they your
Well, I'm
Were they your height,
5 foot
Gemma?
tall. I'm normal size, so yeah. I go, well, no, actually smaller
you're
than
still
me.
smaller than
You
me
know,
by a
they're
bit.
about like 3 or 4 feet tall. They whooped your ass.
So Reighar hangs his head in shame and he says,
Oh, I seem to have no luck in bar fights in the 10 towns. Before Easthaven, it was Tourmaline. Whenever that wizard got carried off, I was asleep
You guys,
for that one.
That was actually Bremen, by the way. Yeah, at the Five Tavern Center.
Bremen, okay.
Do I still have that map? I don't know. No, I don't have it anymore. Boo.
Yeah, so the map is really like crafty and beyond visible. So I would lumber over to the table where everybody's chilling at, I guess, and say,
Is there anything to drink?
I'll go ahead and push over one of my free drinks that I've gathered over the evening.
I would take one of the free drinks and begin to chug it heartily in like a dehydrated manner, and finish the drink, slam it down on the table, and wipe my hand across my mouth and flick any spittle and beer foam to the floor. And I set my elbows down and say,
Aside from getting a good rest in a real bed, what's our next move? Well, what were you all thinking?
I think we definitely need a rest. But you know, we've got the options of going to the ruins. I mean, I don't know what else anybody needs to do.
I'd like to go back up north to see that our bear friends are settling in, but other than that, I'm flexible.
Don't we still need to go to what's that other little town? Shoot.
You have a note
Tourmaline?
in your pocket.
Yeah, I'm gonna read that
must be
later.
open when you go to Targos.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and
Targus.
I'm gonna go ahead and read that later tonight.
You read it now.
Yeah, I was gonna go off to the side at some point and read it, but I've got
You're not
that.
going to stand within 10 feet of everyone else.
I'm gonna see what it says.
I'm gonna yell. I'm sorry.
That was a very
Messed up,
specific
DM.
question.
I'm sorry. 15 feet.
A loaded question.
But yeah, so we still need to go to Targos. We can do the ruin thing if we want to go up north.
A whole bunch of your shit's in Tourmaline too. You guys would be comparing notes too. You know, you've got a property that was gifted to specifically to Yubis in Bryn Shander. That's big enough for you all to sleep there. without having to pay anything
Where
at an
is
inn.
Where's our stuff?
Tourmaline.
Most of your stuff is going to be in Tourmaline.
Tourmaline.
That's where the cows are. That's where like the
Butler, that's where
the
Cadbury
axe.
is.
Well, no, not the axe beaks. I don't think the axe beaks are there.
No, you've got a couple axe beaks there.
Oh,
Yeah,
well, Reighar
cows.
doesn't because he killed his.
Right. In the very first battle.
Literally.
We all remember that very well.
Growing pains, man. Growing pains.
I thought you were sacrificing them nobly so you didn't die.
That might have been my motive.
Yeah, you were like, I'm going to make this axe beak go right up to this wolf. And that way the wolf has a choice. Tasty axe beak or sour, spicy Reighar.
What is my place in Tourmaline?
There's a stables there.
Yeah, I don't know. This is the first I've heard it as well.
All right, would it be helpful
Remember
if I kind of went through like a timeline with you guys? I don't know. As far as where you've been and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I'm always
let's do
down.
that. All right.
Yeah. I mean, we started in Bryn
So
Shander,
this is the
and we had our
So
first
this is gonna be
quest.
the biggest
go ahead, sorry.
recap of the recaps. So you guys started off your adventure in the town of Bryn Shander. You guys came into the town accompanying a what do you call it? A merchant caravan, if you will. And you went around the town doing nothing out of the ordinary, I assure you. And heard cries for help coming from outside the north gate after you guys were all in the town and in the bar of the town. This particular one doesn't have any things on it. So you guys started off in Bryn Shander. You left out of Bryn Shander, you went north. You were going to go recover the ore shipment that was going to go to Black Iron Blades, which is the weapon shop there in Bryn Shander. So you did. Yeah, use that. That's why. There we go. There we go. Okay, so you did. You fought some Yetis. You guys got up there. You came across the body of a dead dwarf that had been eaten by a Yeti. Not a Duergar. Funnily enough. But some of the Yetis that you did end up taking down later did have some Duergar parts on them, which was strange, which is not the same dwarf that was killed with the Battlehammer dwarves from Dwarven Valley. Anyways, you get to the cart. You get to recover the cart. You guys come across some goblins. Fight the goblins. You get a sweet RV, and you get 2 polar bears that you relieve from captivity. They introduce you to the fact that there have been some frost druids awakening animals in Icewind Dale, and they are not a nice people. This was Ravisson. They named. Not a nice person at all. And that was right around here or so. You ended up back in Bryn Shander. Had a little bit of downtime. Yubis decided to slander the name of Cooter, who later turned out to be a member of the Zentarum, or maybe some kind of double agent, kind of informant for the Harpers. Not sure, but you ruined his cover, if that was what it was. Reighar got in a fighting pit fight. Cooter actually beat him in there. He was very slippery, that Cooter. You guys heard tell that...
Didn't he end up cheating?
You know, maybe.
He totally cheated.
Totally. That's what I heard from this guy who talked to somebody who was there. He was cheating, man.
Oh, wait a minute. So Yubis was carousing, spreading rumors that Cooter cheated.
No, he just was
Juries.
Cooter didn't actually cheat.
Yeah, man.
Damn it, man. Yo, the shame on Reighar, man. He can't like he's trying to be this brave barbarian to prove himself and like be worthy of his people's forgiveness and crumbs.
Gotta find your center, man.
Blessings, but he
you're
keeps
way
dying.
Oh god. So yeah,
I feel very zen.
Give me like bardic inspiration too during that fight, doing other crap, and you still lost.
so you guys,
I know, man.
you ended up, getting to know the dwarves a little bit. Got a good little rep going with the local Battlehammer dwarves, which is the Shield Dwarf tribe, or Mountain Dwarf, if you will, tribe there that lives, or clan that lives there in the Dwarven Valley, north and kind of in the midst of the 10 towns at the foothills of Kelvin's Cairn, this central mountain to the Icewind Dale, the one that stands alone. You guys got a mission though. After, you got a mission from, you met the sheriff, Sheriff Markwell there, who's really good friends with Yubis now. Markham Southwell, excuse me. Trying to put his two names together. Doesn't work like that. You also ended up foiling a agent of the Frostmaiden. One of the first people sacrificed to the Frostmaiden, forced out into the cold, naked, somehow survived, becomes some kind of half undead thing, kind of in between a human and a cold light walker. And you found them in the communal graveyard and catacomb of the town, that one that's been there since the town was founded hundreds of years prior. Deep within, previous to be some sort of Feywild affiliated ruins. He seemed to be in the midst of trying to break through some kind of door there. Took him down, took down his mephits that he was summoning.
I lost a hand.
Hey, folks.
No, not
Sonata
yet.
just subscribed. Want to give a shout out to Sonata and Limey.
Woo!
Thanks for the sub, y'all.
Thank you. Hell yeah. All right, thank you. You guys also had to deal with the tragic death of the town guard assigned to the cemetery. Steve, poor Steve.
Yeah.
Steve turned out to have been killed a while back, and it was actually
What the fuck, Steve?
the guy that you was up to the mischief was the one disguised as Steve the whole time. Would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for you damn kids. Making it back to town, you found out that used to be some sort of Feywild gate or connection, permanent connection between Icewind Dale and the courts of the Fae. No one opened it, so this didn't suddenly become a Feywild campaign. Yet. Who knows what's going to happen. And you talked with the sheriff, and he gave you a task. He wanted you guys to go to Tourmaline. There was some kind of trouble with the mine there. There's a gem mine where they mine Tourmaline gems. And it's one of the bigger exports of Icewind Dale. And those exports really help this high cash, low commodity market with the import of durable foodstuffs. And then there was also something interfering with the fishing situation in Bremen.
Which we didn't. Oh, we solved that with the sea monster.
Yeah, you solved both of these. You guys went into the mines. You found there were some grells that had taken up residence, and there was also a couple kobolds that were being possessed by a ghost. And you guys solved that by taking the object of the ghost's obsession and
threw it into
throwing
the
it into a pit
Eating it
that
into
goes
the
all the way
cave.
down to the Underdark.
Yeah, Reighar yeeted that shit.
Reighar also started his tradition of jumping over high places with nothing but a rope tied to himself.
But I'm sure that's the last we'll see of that dirtbag.
Yeah, the ghost. Yeah.
Yeah, he's haunting the Underdark.
Oh yeah, the ghost too. Right, the ghost too.
Yeah, Reighar actually was trying to eat the herbs and things out of the guy's herbalism pack, out of the ghost's herbalism pack, and having to roll to see if it was poison damage or not. First, so you dealt with that. You left Tourmaline on boat, went to Bremen. Get to Bremen. There's the 5 Tavern Center. Reighar had picked up a very special gem in the mines that shed light in a good distance, let him speak telepathically to people. Also made him really like murder. Just like, just be really
Small
cool
side
with
effect.
it. Yeah. So the first thing Reighar does when he gets into the bar is to start a bar fight with 2 ruffians there. Gets knocked out by those 2, of course. Meanwhile, some evil wizard somewhere, far, far, far to the south, sent a invisible stalker to collect on Vallen, which you guys defeated with the assistance of Vallen Harpel, a member of the
Harpel family.
Of the Harpel family, but also a member of the Arcane Brotherhood here in Icewind Dale, looking for help from you guys to track down other members of the Arcane Brotherhood that came with them. And also any information on, which is a big check mark there, hint, hint, and also information on Netherese Ruins or artifacts.
Anyone remember that side quest? It was a long time ago.
It was a long time. This was like, February. You guys left out of Bremen, avoiding Targos completely, because Yubis had received a notice by Owl. No, by Bird, that the Zentarum had a lockdown on Targos, that the speaker there was one. And he knew about Yubis being a harper. If you don't mind me saying that, Yubis.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's been made clear to the party at this point.
Yeah.
You guys went to Lonelywood. Went looking for the White Moose. And also, hopefully, the Druid who keeps awakening animals and making them attack people of the towns. You found a Banshee. You also found the White Moose. You also found a whole a commune of wonderful animals who lived on vegan diets and like to they had like job studies programs and education, but you guys killed them all. No, they
No, that would have been Trafalgar.
No, the Frost Druids sent out a party of awakened animals to kind of just kill you all, and they did not. Very far from it. You guys continued on. You found a nice secluded little forest glade that had the elven tomb in it, the tomb that was unused, the unused tomb, if you will, the Fey tomb. That was not
unused. The Fey tomb, you say?
The Fey tomb. You also found the Druid Ravisson, and after a fight with them, killed them. Explored there, found out she was mad at the Ten Towners because her sister had been killed. And she went deep into the Frostmaiden's cult, if you will, because of that. Met a nice bear, met a nice mummy, had story time with them about the ancient history and ties between the Feywild and the Frostmaiden. And her
Made
original
Yubis lose her hands.
Oh, and Yubis stuck her hand into a bowl
Just one.
of fire. and her hand burn off.
Because someone wouldn't give me a hand.
Yeah,
Because someone
15 feet
couldn't
away.
wait for me to finish looking around before going for it.
15 feet away, Jackal did have a couple severed hands in their pack. I don't know how many severed hands Jackal has in their pack now, but I haven't really seen Jackal throwing them out left and right, like getting rid of them. So,
well, obviously Yubis has a purpose for them, and I don't want to let Yubis have them.
No, thank you.
Isn't your bag starting to smell?
Oh, that's a good question.
ooh, it's really cold outside.
Pretty good question.
Natural,
You
you say
have to
natural
put your
frozen.
bag like up in a
Good for
tree
him.
to keep the bears from it.
Yeah, I'll make. Yeah, my pack stays outside and up a tree overnight because all the extra skins and everything need to stay frozen so they don't go bad while we're running around.
Yeah, you guys have not been to civilization in like 2.5 days, /4 months. No,
Reighar
No,
was so excited to get back to A Town, even though he lives in the foothills, and he
Yeah,
got his
and
ass kicked in A Town again.
in A Town. Yeah. So you guys, you wandered around Lonelywood. You dealt with them. You met the mummy. Got the backstory. Went back to Tourmaline, electing to go there instead of Lonelywood. Split the party in Tourmaline in a very fun way. Some of you went and checked on the stables. Some of you went to the bar. Timmy bought a whole keg of alcohol and made it into a backpack. The animals are stored at the tavern. Not the tavern, at the stable, excuse me. Including the drunken satyr. And while you're there, totally not your fault, but the town hall was burnt down with a lot of people inside. Not good.
Like the council of the town?
Well, if you think back about it, there really wasn't anyone there that had a lot of authority in and of themselves to be like directing people, other than the person who kept the general goods store across the street from the town hall. So you have to wonder. And you guys did leave early the next morning, because early the next morning, after Larry unfortunately and inadvertently and unintentionally one-shot a whole bunch of Duergar. Booming Blade plus favorite foe plus. You just keep going. Sneak attack. And then
We're ignoring a pretty brutal murder that happened there too.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the death of the Zentarum who were there. And we also almost forgot to mention how Yubis was put in a bag.
Oh yeah.
That's when the guy got shot in the head and then was stuffed in a bag of holding.
Yeah, in your leg.
Dude, that shit was tense.
Yeah, it was. It was. Vallen helped and cried at the same time doing it. And ever since then, the relationship between Trafalgar and Vallen is not
been a
quite
little
the
off.
same. Yeah. You guys investigated the town hall that had burnt down a little bit too. But you left pretty early the next day by means of a strange teleporting cursed teleporting ring. Ended up way the hell over here. No, not there. Way the hell over here. Outside of this cave. Turns out that was a old shelter that used to be used by some of the nomadic tribes, Tribe of the Bear. But there'd been some outcasts, some outlaws, if you will, that fell in with oral worship and left their tribe, took that over. You guys you crawled up the sewer, basically. Everyone crawled up the sewer. No one went through the front door, even after you cleared the front door, no one went through it to go inside. Everyone crawled up the sewer pipe to get inside, which was a 25 feet long, 5 foot wide hole in the ground full of viscera and blood and unmatched.
Nice
skills.
tricks.
Timmy and I,
said we were smart.
Timmy and I did use the front door once.
Was that before or after you also went up the?
Hoop shoot.
Don't answer that. Don't answer that. We all know.
No one ever
Yes.
said we were smart.
You guys could not kill the oral worshipping berserker that was in there until someone brought the idea of like, well, just cut them into pieces, and they can't get us because every time you try to cut it, you cut an arm off. Now you got a hand on the ground snapping at you.
Break out.
Yeah, you guys had to break the gift of the Frostmaiden that was put there. And I did skip over one. Good lord, you guys have been all over the place. But you did that, and then the other berserkers that were staying there showed up, and you guys had to take them out as well, along with another one of those white dragon wormlings. I completely skipped over when you guys were leaving Lonely Wood, heading into Tourmaline. You came upon a black cabin, an abandoned ranger shack that had been being used for experiments on weather control artifice, if you will, weather control artifice, by a gnome named Copper, who was friends with the person who likes Lathander. Copper is there. This Copper Knobberknocker is the gnome that used to live there with their friend. That's the one that
There's
lives at
no
the
way that
temple
was
of
his name.
Lathander. That is exactly their name. I will copy and paste, sir. I will copy and paste.
I'm sorry, was Copper the dead one that was there, or was Copper
No,
the friend
Copper's-
of the dead one?
Copper was the friend of the dead one.
Oh, okay.
All right, so you guys were there, and there was a magical artifact that had been being worked on. You guys explored the room. It was Macretus. Macretus was the name of the dead guy. And you managed to get the artifact back to working. The Summer Star. You added an extra ring around it, and Yubis used it after Trafalgar helpfully dispelled a charge that had been built up on it and blasted him out of existence. Before Lathander showed up, brought you back, basically revivified you, and gave several of you boons. But then the Frostmaiden showed up, pissed, sent some cold light walkers your way. A couple of undead. It was a tough fight. The cabin started to collapse, but you guys were able to defeat them. Yubis, you were able to close that portal by throwing the Summer Star through it, and we don't know what happened on the other side of that thing.
Is it still attuned to me?
Still attuned to you.
Okay, that's what I thought.
You gotta wonder, though, if you don't break that attunement, could someone use that attunement to find you? Who said
Shit.
that?
I ain't scared. I ain't scared.
Anyways, a little bit of exploration with that cursed ring after you finished your long rest after the Cave of the Berserkers. You used it again, and you ended up over here, a lot closer to East Haven than you were before. Just one day's travel, essentially, as opposed to 2 or 3. Came upon a chasm, gaping into the ground. And it was full of gnolls. How many gnolls? 26 gnolls that you guys killed.
Nobody
Every
knows.
single one of them. I hope 26 gnolls. 26. It was 26 gnoll. You killed all gnoll. It was brutal killing of gnoll. None of you took damage. They were no threat to you. You killed them all, and very, very bad way. No, and then you met Merrick. Got him out of his cage that he ended up in through whatever reason, and you guys went to East Haven. Saw the guy being burned alive at the stake. went to the tavern, while Larry went to the town hall for a B&E. And that was where we were last time.
Yep.
How about that for a campaign so far? Jesus.
Pretty good.
Been all over.
You guys haven't been anywhere.
I've been
You've been to-
everywhere. I've been everywhere.
You've been to 4 towns. No, you've been pretty good. You've been going all over. You've been to Brinchander, Rime,
I guess.
Trembling.
So are we able to talk above table
Yes, go ahead,
and
talk.
in game?
Talk. Yeah, I'm gonna leave this map up, and we're just gonna talk.
All right. So above table or in character?
Who wants to go first?
Is there any way that I can resolve what I'm doing so I can get back there?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, let's do that.
Sorry.
Let's do that.
That's a good idea.
That'd
All
be
right.
great.
What do you, Larry? What do you message the Duergar that's smashing up this? It's actually a figurehead off of a ship. This demonic figurehead off of a ship,
Made of the Chardolin material, right?
made of Chardolin. Yeah.
Yeah, so Daisy already struck out the conversation at the end of the last session, and I believe it was something along the lines of what are you doing with all of this vandalism? You've come so far, you've traveled so far just to destroy some bull-headed fiend statue for some petty vandalism. That seems strange and beneath
Give
you.
me a deception check real quick.
I'm curious what's motivating you. Deception is holy shit. That's a bad roll. That is a 7 in total.
Okay, it wasn't a nat 1, was it?
No, it was a nat 2.
Okay. It's a nat 2. Ooh, that's close. Ooh,
Yeah,
that's close.
If it was a nat 1, things would have happened. I'll let you know.
You hear, because you can hear the recipient speaking back to you with message cantrip, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So you hear, boss, that's not you. Who is this? Who the fuck are you?
I am. So the way it works is that is they can actually see the little image of Daisy there, like the little tiny one, and it's like the message only works with one person, so it's almost like the air next to their ear is reverberating with the words here.
Mm-hmm.
And so Daisy says, "I am a representative of Fey interests in the area, and you've drawn some attention. So we are curious what you are about. We have no, we have no stake in this, but we want to make sure that nobody is stepping on anyone else's toes, so to speak."
So what you get back is when you say representative Fey interest, you see this dwarf go, okay. Okay. Who is this? Who is this playing joke on Zublar? Huh? Who?
Is there something about me that does not strike you as Fey?
All I see is little light, and I'm gonna have them roll a insight check. They get a +0 to this roll.
Okay.
But since they're staring at this thing, I'm gonna let them do it with advantage. Okay.
Well, it is a little winter Fey, so.
So they, what are you, little? You're not little Twinga. What are you? Little sprite? What? Fairy?
Sprite.
You're too small for fairy. What are you? Who
Sprite.
the fuck are you?
Sprite, yes, Sprite.
Why are you here, little sprite? We do not fuck with your people. Why you're here?
Right, and my intent is to sort of is to make sure we keep it that way. So I am here because
Make sure you keep it that way.
I
Make
am.
sure you keep it that way.
Yes.
Why
yes.
are you bothering me? We are here for Chardolin. Why are you here? Go away. We are not bothering you.
When did you both turn Russian?
When it became fun.
Understood. But curious about the vandalism still. Why the vandalism? We understand about the Chardolin. That is fine.
He's like, fuck you. fuck you. Just, and he takes a swipe at with his axe.
Okay. It's not that I take a swipe at.
Yeah, it just goes. It sails through the air. There's no impact.
That is funny that you think that would work.
You hear him on the other, not addressing the little bright light, but addressing the other one. Saying, "Hurry up, group! Hurry up! We have maybe visitors coming. Some fuckers don't know how to stay out of others' business."
All right, we find out the fun way then. That's fine.
What is the fun way? This is your DM asking.
Not sure yet. That's
Okay, Larry. Is Larry going to go back to the tavern, or is Larry going to continue taunting these Duergar or watching these Duergar? What is Larry going to do?
Well, actually, Larry is going to watch the Duergar long enough to find out where they go.
So, Larry, you sneak back around. You get where you can kind of get an idea of what's going on in there. They are smashing this figurehead statue, this crystalline metal thing, and they are putting the pieces in bags, stuffing them in bags, and then weird hobo nightmare Santas. They're just taking those bags of Shardlin out of the town hall and scurrying down the street.
So they're
and
just
as you see them,
Shardlin, I got it. Yeah. Okay.
As you see them leaving, each one of them pop, 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 pop. They disappear.
How far away from them am I when they disappear?
You tell me, and then I'll tell you what you need to roll.
Yeah, I guess it would probably be... Yeah, I guess I would have stayed at least a good, 30, 40 feet away from wherever the exit was. But presumably, I mean, there's snow out.
Oh, yeah.
So they're presumably still leaving tracks in the snow, right?
You mean in the street. So the street is more like hard-packed, icy. It's you're going to have to get real close to be able to see footprints.
Okay.
In the lighting conditions that you're undergoing right now.
Unless
did you take double sight?
No, I did not.
Okay, yeah.
I can always track them after the fact.
Okay.
So I'll just wait a little while until I'll just listen for them until it sounds like they've gotten a little bit away, and I'll just follow the tracks at a discrete distance for a little bit to at least find out what direction they're going in when they leave.
All right, I'm going to let you do perception or survival, because we can go off of your hearing, or we can go off of you searching for their specific tracks onto the section.
Those two things are the same. They are. So I'm going to go ahead and since I'm not in any rush here, I'll drop the old guidance on that. There's a little bay buzz around me and help with my my attention deficit disorder. Let's see. So, and that's
Larry's guidance is like taking a quick bump of some Adderall.
Yeah, pretty much. Still terrible roll though. It's only a 13. I rolled a 4 on the 20-sided dice and a 1 on the guidance. So.
All right. Well, their stealth checks were a 22, 16, 18, and 14.
Son of a bitch.
Shit you not. You follow them. You're not completely shit out of luck. Because you follow them for a good ways. Let's say you follow them. They are heading west towards the docks. And as they approach the windswept area between the edge of the docks and whatnot, you lose them there.
Okay. Crap. All right. Well, I'm not going to pursue this now. I'm going to, I guess, after having lost them, I'll head back to the tavern.
Okay. The tavern is up in the northeast end of town. I'm going to move your little token there, because I'm sure we'll use this map again. And we'll switch back over to the Wet Trout Tavern. Wet Trout Tavern. Try our grilled cheese.
So yeah, Larry comes in and sort of assesses the situation, looks around at the mess, and smells like the burnt wood and ale that was used to put it out, and looks over at the proprietor of the place and just says, "Y'all might want to pay more attention to what clientele you let in here. This place is a wreck."
You hear the proprietor behind the bar.
Huh. All right. Looks like y'all tuckered out the barkeep.
I'm gonna convince Larry that we had one hell of a party and he missed it.
Looks like.
Give me a deception check or persuasion. Actually, you can go persuasion. It can be considered a party.
So it's all the same. Doesn't matter.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll. 22. Okay.
That was the last one. It's a 5, so that's going to be a 21.
Okay.
Well,
Larry, give me an insight check.
I also rolled a 5, but that's only a 10. So yeah.
Man, there's a little bit of a party, but there is blood on the
Right.
floor. You have a strong suspicion that's not the whole story.
Oh, and Mark's gone, right? Or Merrick?
Mark's gone.
Merrick's
Nothing's
gone,
on
yeah.
fire here, though. Not now.
Not anymore.
Did you bring his token in?
Who? Larry's? Oh,
Yeah.
I can get it. Where
Too late.
am I? Oh, okay.
Damn. Look at you, all 7 of you.
So
It's been more than an hour. That
When,
argument's gotta go.
when Larry walks up to the table, Reighar would not even turn his shoulder as Larry approaches. And when he gets up near, I would kind of talk over my shoulder, but not really in his direction. I'd say, "What did you find out on your stroll alone in the dark, Larry?"
I found out that there's Durgar here too. Where's Merrick? I was gonna ask him some racially insensitive questions.
Oh god.
Well, you would know about what happened, Merrick, if you would have been with us.
That's true, but I wasn't, which is why I'm asking. See how that works?
I guess I'll explain. I'll explain exactly what happened.
Roll for
and then
saltiness.
I'll concur. Roll for saltiness there, Reighar.
Let me roll.
Reighar and Larry, both of you roll for saltiness.
Okay. Cool.
This is a general
that's
D20 roll with what?
Timmy, as you get, do you notice there's a pony keg underneath?
Oh,
the
I'm pretty
bar.
salty at a 16.
16.
I'm only salty at a 13.
Okay, 13. Timmy, give me a sleight of hand, Timmy, on getting that pony keg disconnected in such a way that you can, strap it up to your backpack and basically have your re-up now,
He's got it.
Can you have like a backpack version of a beer hat?
Yep,
That's
what I'm talking about.
Right.
It's a what?
A 5.
A 5? Okay, well, it doesn't spill out all over the floor, but you do have to drink it all tonight.
Oh no. Oh. What a chore.
Yeah, Timmy, give me a Constitution saving throw with advantage, please. Wait, was that 5? Was that 5 on that one? Remember,
No,
if you're drunk.
It was a 2. It was a 2 plus a 3.
Okay, cool. Yeah, okay. Yeah, the homebrew rules for heavily inebriated player characters, by the way, that I decided to use starting last session. First ability check or
a nat 20.
nat fucking 20.
Yeah. Plus my 6, that's 26.
Okay. Fuck
Actually.
yes.
All the saltiness.
Yeah, so you get that thing, you get it going. You find another pony keg underneath, and this one you're able to get out just fucking fine after you've gotten loosened up a little bit. You got it hooked up in your backpack. You've got a nice long straw. You are ready to fucking go.
Wait, did he just take a pony keg from behind the bar?
Yes, he did. The bartender is asleep.
Yeah, she's
All right.
passed out.
So
There was a big sack of gold too tossed over there by that Duergar. Oh, Mr. Dearth Sunblight. I don't know. Could
So
be problematic.
Reighar would look at Timmy as he strodes back with the pony keg on his backpack, and I would say to him,
Timothy, would you like for me to help you hook it up?
Timmy would just look at him and kind of bow, like, go for it.
So I find the tap end of this pony keg and pull the wax plug out, and then I tap Timmy on the shoulder to have him fish back the line for his little camelback spout, so I can plug the top of the keg with his easy feed hose.
There you go. It's patent pending. Patent pending.
So dumb.
The travel keg.
Trademark easy feed hose.
You have to be swole to carry that, though.
You have
Like
a
I
protein
imagine
shake?
the commercials,
Go to the gym,
yeah.
drink protein shakes. You need an easy feed hose.
That's right. Travel keg.
Not intended for under 13 or
That's
weaklings.
We need to go on Shark Tank with their easy feed hose. It's like a self-propelled hose. It'll just keep feeding whatever it's plugged into. Juice box, check. Beer, check. Porridge, check.
I can hear the commercial now. It's like, Travel keg by Swobold. Do you even lift, bro?
Pretty much. So Larry, yeah, you come into all that.
So, all right, so I've gotten the rundown of what happened here, and
Yep.
so Larry said, "Well, evidently I was on the other side of that. The Duergar split up into a couple of parties, so I found out a couple of things. One related to the shenanigans that was going on with the wizard Flambe earlier, and the other was the unexpected intrusion of the group of Duergar, who came in there to destroy something weird. There was like a some sort of like bull-headed fiendish statue with velvet ropes around it, and they came in and just busted that shit up and then stuffed it in bags and took off. So I guess it was more their Shardolin obsession that I guess has got them here in this area. They were not very forthcoming with their reasoning. But then I lost them at the docks, so I'm not sure where they went from there. It's kind of weird that the doors are headed to the water, but I don't know, man. But also, while I was there, I did a little bit of rifling, and I don't remember the particulars, but I remember I got some paperwork from the desk there pertaining to the events surrounding the wizard and hiring those folks. I don't think I went into much detail in it, if I recall correctly. I think I was basically saving it to show to these guys.
So you pass out this packet of paperwork that you liberated from the town halls, in the speaker's office. You've got a couple items there. One of them is a signed and notarized interview documentation from where they subjected the presumed murderer, the charged murderer, to a zone of truth spell, and force them to provide answers to very carefully crafted questions that don't really leave any room for finagling. It's clear that he killed those people. You also find in there the contract of escort and recovery. Signed by Sean and this adventuring party.
And they were sent in because they were trying to steal that Shardolin statue?
No. This is so the Duergar were sent into the town hall.
Yeah, no, I get that part, but then the wizard that they put to death, the Red Wizard of Thay, he was with an adventuring party.
He was with an adventuring party. He killed them all on the way back from a Netherese ruin, presumably. And
Bunch of Goliaths.
yeah, well, not Goliaths, just regular humanoid folk from the towns, adventurers, if you will.
Gotcha.
Low-level adventurers, if you will. If you had to quantify that. And then a couple Goliaths and a ranger found them.
Yeah.
They brought him to justice.
So in this paperwork, does it indicate if they brought anything back that was itemized?
They don't have an itemized list. They just have objets d'art. No, they just have art objects and artifacts in general. They also have written in there that they were sold to a buyer in Bryn Shander, and the money is distributed to the families of the deceased.
Okay, cool. All right, so the good news is it looks like in this town, the authorities are on the up and up. The ones I just robbed.
A little bit more notes. Zahn had a bodyguard, according to the notes there, and they left him at the ruins.
So Zahn was the Red Wizard?
Zahn was the Red Wizard, yeah.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
also a member of the Arcane Brotherhood, at least so they say. It may have been that he was a undercover Red Wizard who had infiltrated the Arcane Brotherhood.
I
You
don't
guys
know.
do know someone that was looking for information on that. Yubis does.
Was this wizard trying to go to Kelvin's cairn?
This particular wizard, the one who killed his party members,
Yes.
this was Zahn. He went northeast from East Haven.
Now who? Sorry.
You're good. Go ahead.
Well, who was it that Harple Wizard wanted us to look for again?
That's a good question. Give me a history check to see if Larry realizes this.
Not even going to use guidance for that. Hey, it's 14, so 13.
Can you double click where you're showing, Jason?
Yeah. Here is a ruin. There's a ruin there at the ugly yellow mark. And then here's East Haven.
Gotcha.
Larry, with that figure, you would have known it. Zahn is specifically one of the Arcane Brotherhood people that Vallen Harple was looking for information on.
Okay. Well, we got some information. He's dead.
Yeah. Trafalgar. The item you pick up from the stack appears to be a book that has a strange sense to it. Go ahead and give me a wisdom saving throw, please, sir. And an arcana check, if you will, if you're on. James still on?
I'm still here. Can you not hear me?
I can hear you, yeah.
Can now.
Let's see. So wisdom save 18.
18. Okay, so go ahead and make your arcana check with advantage.
Arcana check is with advantage, even better. The arcana 24.
24. You handle this book. You're flipping through the pages, and it's like there's like a little bit of there's an echo. There's like a flash of, when you flip to a new page, there's a flash of arcane sigils and diagrams, instructions, if you will. Before that fades out and is replaced with just very tight, cramped, printed text of just really, really bad prose and poetry. Well, maybe not really bad to Trafalgar. I don't know what his tastes are. This is a disguised spell book.
Oh.
Give me an insight check, Trafalgar.
Does Trafalgar know how to read?
Yeah. I'm a very intelligent being. Thank you very much.
Yeah, but you didn't come from the same place as the rest of us.
Speak Common, and I read Common. I also know Dwarvish and Elvish, thank you very much.
Usually Rhaegar's the one with the closed-minded, semi-racist questions.
Yeah. Insight is a dirty 20.
Dirty 20? Yeah, this is a spell book. This is probably Zan's spell book.
This appears to be a spell book of some sort.
When you say that, I'm just going to go ahead and roll that Tommy's character snatches it out of your hand and goes, ooh. He's the only wizard in the party.
I'll roleplay him.
Strength?
Oh, you want to keep it from him?
No, well, yeah, I'll roleplay his character since he's not here.
Roll a athletics check, opposed athletics check.
It's
on
a straight
snatch.
19 with nothing added to it.
Okay.
And I'm gonna roll pretty bad, yeah. So Vallen is like, "Oh, Trafalgar, Mr. Trafalgar, please look. This is very useful to me."
Sure it is, but I mean, what's it worth? I'm just kidding. Here you go.
I was gonna try and convince Trafalgar to give it to Vallen.
All right, so
Vallen
he's gonna have
snatches the
that.
book and starts reading it, and then he looks over at Trafalgar and says, "Well, if you really wanted to keep it, I'm sure there would be more later." And then he like shyly hides his face and starts reading the spells.
And I can get with him later on that, but he's got a bunch of stuff in there.
We'll be sure to chastise him for being so grabby.
He was a very
He's
eager
got
wizard.
He's got a bunch of. It's mostly Trafalgar. You did a really high Arcana check. You might recognize some of this as some things that are a little bit more enchantment, conjuration, and illusion based, but really not bad. It's a good haul. This will make up for next time I kill Shiva twice in one session. That's how I justify it to myself. Too soon? No, it's not.
Not at all.
Not at
too
all.
That's messed up.
Where were we? So you guys are doing that. All right. What kind of questions do you guys have as players, like your player characters? What kind of things are they wondering? Let's see if we can.
I want to
You
go.
guys are
And,
all kind of just sitting around drinking, having a long conversation.
I want to step away and read my note.
Okay.
It's been burning a hole in my pocket for days.
Okay.
I mean, as far as I know, I don't know how long it's actually been, but
well, you were in Tourmaline. It was night. You took a long rest. The next morning, you ended up at the Cave of the Berserkers. You guys dealt with them. You took another long rest. Next day, you used. So now we're 2 days out. The next day, you used the ring again. Ended up near the Cackling Chasm. Spent all day doing Cackling Chasm, and then went to East Haven. So now you're on the end of the third day. Since then,
I'm
hasn't been a
surprised,
whole lot of time.
Feel like
I'm surprised it took that long.
All right, I need you to give me a luck check there, Yubis.
Just a regular D20, huh?
Yep.
Something's going to happen that prevents us from actually having a conversation again. It's the ring all over again.
You want to split the party? All right, fine. How about 20 miles?
That is going to be a natural 1.
Natural 1. Oh, Jesus.
That is the best luck check.
That is the
All right.
best thing I could possibly roll.
Okay. So what this is not actually a luck check, Yubis. Well, this is what I'm going to call a retroactive insight check on Cooter and his shiftiness.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Get out of my sheet.
You have a +6 to insight.
You know you just created a bingo card for yourself, Wes.
So that's a 7.
Get out of my sheet!
That needs to go on the bingo card. I love it. So that's a 7. So you would not have suspected what is about to happen.
Uh-oh.
Where the hell is the thing?
God damn it, we're supposed to talk, not make things happen.
Hold on, I didn't have it ready.
I can't
Damn
do
it,
it.
why did you open it now?
I can't do anything because he screwed up my.
Alright,
My
I
player
am
sheet
no
again.
I turned it off.
I know. It's just now it's loading up again.
Well, you're really gonna love this.
Since you logged into my sheet again.
Oh, where did you go to do this? Did you go outside?
No, I like whatever towards the corner.
Okay, let me load up the tavern map, and I gotta put
I
a
just-
token down.
Yeah, just kind of excused myself and went over there.
Okay.
Oh, look, now I don't have any VTT found that matches my
North.
settings.
Northwest, northeast, or southern? I think you would have probably gone south on this map, right?
I
Kinda
probably
get
would have
away
gone
from
like towards the table where I did my marriage counseling the other day.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, the married couple that were having the angry conversation, like that angry quiet argument.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you're opening that thing. Let me just put a little marker here.
Dude, I totally forgot about that. That was the funniest shit. You give them such great wisdom.
All right, so that's 20 feet. So it's only Yubis. Yubis, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Awesome. Oh, I'm actually not bad at this. We'll see. Could be really bad. That's gonna be a 15. I have an inspiration, but I'm gonna stick to the 15.
15 fails. So you're gonna take all of this.
Uh-oh.
Where is the fuck did I put my...
Take it all.
How long's it been? It's been over a minute, right?
Yeah. So that's gonna be 12
Uh-oh.
plus 4, 16,
Uh-oh.
plus 8
I'm
is
out.
24, plus 5 is 29. 29 points fire damage. You see Yubis walk slightly over there, and he takes out this card. Yubis, you unfold this calligraphy card, fold it open, and as you slide it out, I need you to give me an Arcana check. I think you know what this is, but I want to see if Yubis knows what this is.
I know what it is. It's something I shouldn't have opened. That's gonna be a 4 plus 6, so a 10.
10. You can make that with advantage. So roll
Okay.
again, but do better.
Do better. I mean, I know what it is, but... Oh, come on now. What are you doing? Why are you being a jerk?
Explosivo.
I know it. Yeah, let's see. Okay. 8 plus 6. 14.
14's good enough. This was a glyph of warding
Yep.
done up on a little piece of paper. And when you
Yep.
opened it, it triggered it, and you took some damage.
Yep.
Okay.
So I guess you all just see a big
Yeah,
fire
you guys see a big...
explode, and I'm on the ground.
Damn it,
Fucking
Yubis!
window.
Keep it down, Yubis! Can't hear myself think. What the hell?
All right, so how far away is everyone from Yubis right now?
We're all the way
Yubis
across
is
the
there.
tavern.
Like 40 feet.
40 feet, so it's going to take more than one turn to do it. Yubis, give me one death saving throw. Give me that.
All it takes is
Oh,
Jackal getting within 10 feet, or 10
Alright.
moving 10 feet closer.
Yeah.
Don't take this away from me.
He wants to try and kill him.
I mean, Reighar could get to him in one turn with his barbarian movement.
All right. I'll do it fair next time. This wasn't fair.
That's an 18.
You didn't know what was going to happen.
That's an 18.
Yeah,
18. Yeah, you're good.
18 plus 1, 19.
Oh, God.
I'm sure there's some hesitation anyway. So, is anything on fire now? Did we set the tavern on fire again?
The entire bar.
So here's the thing. Generally with these types of spells, unless it mentions it sets things on fire, I'm not going to make them set things on fire. It's like everything is covered in a layer of soot now. I can do that.
It's just like the napkins and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, wait,
Well, somebody's probably going to go heal him, right?
Yeah.
Healer.
Pretender?
Maybe.
Who's going to go heal him?
I will.
Okay.
Yeah. So I can't. Oh wait, yeah,
Okay.
When Reighar would see Yubis fall, he would run, at first in complete shock. So he's a few paces behind the Jackal.
Okay.
I forgot I actually sort of can heal him now. Want to give him a good berry?
Yeah, you can give him a good berry.
By the way, whatever happened with that berry that I ate?
Oh, it gave you a hit point. It was just a berry.
Oh, okay.
You've got a little Twinga that hung around until the bar. Don't know where it is now. They just kind of come and go, as the DM remembers. No, no, they actually do come and go. It's part of the lore.
Okay.
So,
If y'all want to,
Okay, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, if y'all want to save spell slots or hit dice or whatever, I can come over and drop a berry in Yubis's mouth and then move her jaw.
Well, we're kind of waiting on a chance to have a long rest anyways, because all of us need it, so...
Okay, alright.
I'm go ahead and cast, let's see, that one's 3d8 plus 5, that's the same. Okay, so Cure Wounds at 3rd level.
Whoa.
Ooh.
Dang.
I think that was right. I don't know if that was right.
3d8
plus 5 looks right.
Yeah. That
Yeah.
looks good to me.
18.
Yeah, 18
Sweet.
to Yubis.
Yeah.
It's a good thing you didn't open that thing up at the table.
Well, no, I mean that's why you wanted me to. So I wasn't.
No. That's why I asked you about it. So you think about it and go, he's gonna fuck
Oh
us
no, I
all up.
wanted to go. Get out of my sheet. Bingo. You just fucked it up again.
Oh, I couldn't resist.
No, I wanted to read it.
Okay.
First privately, and then if it was
Your
anything
passive
good.
insight is high enough. So what Cooter told you, which nobody but you and Reighar know about the whole Cooter situation. The whole Cooter situation. It sounds, I don't even know what that sounds like. It just doesn't sound good.
No, not at all.
But
The noise?
no, I
Oh,
don't know.
The Cooter situation.
Oh, gotcha.
Look, so Cooter gave you this to cause a distraction when you guys went into town, so that he could make his move against his boss. That's what he told you. That was true. You got a good look in his eye. You got a good observation on him.
She just
That part
opened the
was
letter
true.
for the wrong reason at the wrong time.
Well, I was
Yeah,
supposed to open it. It said, "Do not open until I get to Targus."
Until you get and walking into Targos. So it would have been a giant explosion going off when you were walking into Targos, presumably with the rest of your party, causing one hell of a distraction.
Gotcha.
Some badass adventurers walking into town and suddenly self-immolating.
Yeah.
We did it! We won Rime of the Frostmaiden!
damn it, Yubis, we're trying to have a conversation here. Will you please stay on task? Quit screwing around.
I just lay on the ground. I'm just laying on the ground at this point. Just being like, damn it.
Did you get your 18?
Reighar.
Yubis?
What's that?
Did you get your 18 hit points?
I did.
Okay.
Thank you. But yeah, I'm still just
Reighar
laying
would,
on the ground, just being like, damn it.
Reighar would walk over to the Yubis, and he would say,
Gemma, let me help you to your feet. Whatever that was, it really knocked you off the ground. What the hell happened?
And I'll just go, I'm good. I'm just going to lay here for a minute.
he sits down next to you, like crisscross applesauce style.
Well, I will wait for you then.
Well, damn it. All right, if we're going to have a conversation, I guess we'll just go over there then. Let's move tables and we'll just sit around Yubis' prone body.
Clean cup, move down.
Oh my goodness.
On the table where the married couple were arguing, there was like a dessert that someone ordered.
It's
but
now
no one ate.
flambéed.
Yeah, but no one ate. Now it's flambéed.
The wood smoke is getting Reighar hungry. Like the smell of these freshly charred tables has him thinking about like grilled tundra bison or something.
Oh God.
I look at Timmy and I'm like,
Timmy, are you handy behind the bar for more than just dealing drinks?
Timmy's gonna look confused and like, are you coming on to me?
No, you fool! I was trying to help you come onto that woman. What I was getting at is, if you can steal alcohol from the sleeping dragonborn, maybe we can fetch up some food.
I mean, anything's worth a shot. So,
Yeah, you guys can go back to the kitchen that's back there on the back end of the tavern and see if you can cook up something.
all right, I'll.
Uh-oh.
He's gonna head on over and see what's up.
We haven't set the bar on fire yet. Third time's a charm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yubis almost did, but that spell doesn't. I don't really agree with it causing a fire necessarily. It's more an
Alright,
explosion.
All right. So before we were so rudely interrupted, let's see. So all right. If I'm following all of this, we got a bunch of sort of players here, right? We've got obviously Oral, and now Oral's got a couple of. She's got the normal Oralites that we've met in terms of like the ghost freaky faces, but now she's also got some sort of like devil relationship going on that had to do with her barbarian trader kind of like Oralite followers that had that sort of devil pact. She's also got this alliance going on with the Duergar, who also appear to be devil worshippers, so they got that in common. So maybe that's why that's happening here. We got
And there's the frost druids as well.
Oh, so are there more frost druids?
Oh yeah.
Now, so, all right, so question there then, because I don't think we found out much about the frost druids. So, what's her name? Dr. Doolittle. She was, she was originally a frost.
Ravisson.
Yeah, Ravisson. She was like originally a frost druid, but like, are the frost druids oral associated, or are they something different?
They are oral associated, and they have people in the towns. They have people out in the forests, and out in the tundra. They're not originally per se oral associated, specifically and primarily. But
Okay.
sure seems like a lot of them are these days.
All right, so they're making moves in the town. We know that there were the murders going on in Bryn Shander,
Mm-hmm.
but then the big loose end that we got though is from Tourmaline. We got mad loose ends there because he came back to town. Somebody basically like through a coup. When we came there, they trapped like the people that were in charge in the town hall, and they burned that shit down. And then the stupid ring teleported us away, so we never got to find out what was going on there. So some mad loose ends, and that appeared to be, if I'm not mistaken, Zentarum related. So yet another player here. So I don't know if the Zentarum are just hired guns for that, or if they've got some sort of dog in this fight. So, but then the ring that we got threw everything off. We got the ring from the Duergar. That teleported us all over the damn place. That's where we found out that Oral had this barbarian devil thing. I don't think the Gnolls are related in any particular way, so I'm not going to pay any attention to those. Let's see. So now we've got this wizard Zan, who is evidently who the Harples are looking for, or at least one of them. So now we've got this Netherese hook going on that this has gotten really, really complicated. So the Netherese thing, so far as I can tell, so far doesn't have anything directly to do with all the oral shit that's going on. So, I mean, we could follow that, but we still have the priority of Reighar with a bug in his head. So let's see. So
would I hear my name, like maybe from the kitchen, as Larry was recounting that stuff?
I don't know. We're all the way across the tavern now.
Oh, okay.
So you're in the kitchen too?
Yeah, I went back there to help Timmy grab some food real quick.
Oh, yeah, I see. Okay, cool.
That's why I asked DM if I would have heard my name being mentioned, maybe.
All right. So the way I see it now,
Huh?
No, I mean, there's like, you guys are like 80 feet away.
Okay.
So the way I see it now is I can't think of anything to act on that's directly oral related. If anybody else has anything, let me know. If we want to act on the Duergar sort of thing, we'd need to know where the Duergar went. And other than like mountains way to the east or some shit, I don't think we have any other clue there. We know about where the Netherese thing is going on. That seems to be affiliated with the Red Wizards, which is yet another player in here. I guess I didn't mention. So, do we have any actionable data on anything other than this Netherese line here?
And then what's the closest thing to us? Is it the ruins?
Well, yeah, the Netherese is pretty close. And we may have a source of information en route there, which might be.
Well, I've got a
useful.
map. I mean, I've got a whole map that shows how to get there.
Yeah. What I'm saying is, we know how to get there and whatnot. But what I'm saying is, en route there, there's some people we might be able to talk to. Let's see. The only other thing that I'm kind of thinking is we might want to talk to the local authorities. Now that this paperwork seems to indicate that they are not complicit in any of this shit, and now we know that because I robbed them. Should I put this paperwork back? And we might want to talk to them about the origins of that Charlatan statue that these guys came for. So maybe in the morning we can. Well, actually, you know what? Since there was obviously somebody broke in to the town hall forcibly, these Duergar broke in there. You know, I pursued them in there, long enough to find out sort of what's going on. So that's good. Glad I was there to follow them as they broke into the place. But I suppose I should probably report this to the speaker. That's probably a priority right now that I think of it.
I would definitely go with you when you did this.
Yeah, that would be a good idea. How you feeling? You all right?
Good, just kind of taking a nap.
Oh, all right. Let me know.
A little smoky.
Let me know if you need anything down there.
So
Smoky.
So after a few minutes of being in the kitchen with Timmy, I'm sure we would have been able to find some food and throw something together, right?
Oh yeah.
So I would
you find.
go ahead.
Find some food.
It's just several bowls of cereal.
You have you serve a delightful selection of soup on plates.
What?
So after we plate this second-handed gruel that we threw together from random ingredients, Reighar with
black beans and oatmeal. What?
Reighar with 2 armfuls of trays with the plates on them, waiting for Timmy to hold the saloon door open so that they can walk back to the tables. Before he props the door open, Reighar would look at Timmy and say,
Look, I want to know, what do you consider as your dog in this fight? What are you looking for, Timmy? Why do you travel with us? How can help us help you? Yes, help Reighar help you.
Timmy is gonna look up and be like, I started out looking for like this mystical crystal that was supposed to be more swole. And I'm gonna be honest, like the last few months, I've just been like a big giant bender, so I'm going with the flow.
Have you given up hope on this quest for the crystal?
I mean, if I find it, I can find it, but it's hanging out with you guys. It's like it's always like a good workout because I'm always in a fight, and there's always alcohol somewhere around. So like it's working out for me.
When he says that, Reighar nods and grunts in approval.
Yes, I agree. Since spending time with you and the others, Gemma and I have gotten into quite a few scuffles. But I'm not quite sure why I keep falling to other people's blade. It's frustrating. Maybe I'm not swole.
Sometimes you eat the bar, and sometimes the bar eats you, man.
I got that reference.
Reighar scratches his head with like the corner of the tray, and he says,
Very wise words, but I don't quite understand them. Anyway, I don't know where I stand sometimes either, but I do know this. If you're looking for an epic adventure and a battle unreckonable with any other, then you and I, well, we've got to convince the rest of them to go find that Frost Witch and kill her.
I mean, I'm totally down for that. I mean, we've been on like these tangents for like the last couple of months, and this chick's just flying around like freezing people and doing all kinds of I don't know why everyone hasn't just uprose against her by now, but I'm just a swole kobold. Like, what do I know?
Man, Timmy, you really got to cut back. It's only been a couple of days.
So after he says that, and we kind of have a general agreement.
It has been like 2 weeks.
After he says that stuff, we have a general agreement. I guess the two of us would sort of lumber back to the tables.
Dexterity saving throw.
Start putting out some of this food, and I would be continuing my conversation as I plate the food down in front of people with Timmy, and basically I would say,
you're right. It's not natural the way this winter lingers. And what's even worse, well, Tendhounds is a home for scum. But there are good men, women, and children here. Why do they sacrifice to a false god? A beast that calls herself worshipable.
And he would say,
I do not see any of her churches. I do not see any of Crom's churches. There are no churches in the 10 towns.
Does Crom have churches, or is it just the mountains?
as you say that, he would say, "Very insightful, Larry. Crom's church is the very foothills of the spine of the world."
Yeah, I mean that's what I thought. Because I mean I'm a devotee of Tarcellus, and it's very much the same thing. I mean, my family's a devotee. I'm not really active.
Do you make a Ryan?
What do you say?
Did you make a dex saving throw to see if you made it back without dropping anything?
Oh, I can if DM wants me to.
Roll
That
for
would
Go
be
ahead
wit.
and do that. Go ahead and
Roll.
do that.
You said you had two.
Two full trays of gruel and slud, just
Roll-
whatever.
Roll for waiting.
How
All right.
fast are you going? Are you going fast or are you going slow?
Oh, I'm just walking, but I don't have any restaurant experience. You know, being a waiter is not exactly his
Reighar
strong
has
suit.
never been a waiter.
No.
Here is your meal.
I mean,
Yeah. Surprisingly, it's a 19.
That's
wow.
fucking good. Fuck
Even-
yes.
Even with the plates of soup, that's pretty impressive.
You know, Rhaegar's taking some time to go to finishing school, and stacking books on top of his head and walking with a straight back's really helping out.
Oh man,
got
these
a
plates
new
are fucking convex, and he's got into there without a spill.
And it's like, it's
Question.
just like the meniscus on the top is just holding the whole soup together. It's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
So I would lean back against the table and take the plate in my hand and sort of just like pour the whole saucer full of sludge in my mouth and slosh it around, give it a big gulp, and belch. And then I would look at the group and say,
Well, what did I miss? Where do we go from here?
That's an excellent question. As far as I can see, and I mean, somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but we got 3 options here that stand out that we sort of know some stuff about that are definitive.
And then-
there's a lot of loose ends out there, but 3 things that we know about that we can actually go to check out. One would be to backtrack to Tourmaline and get our shit and find out what the hell happened there and see who's in charge at this point and see if maybe there was some sort of coup and all that was intentional and try and trace down, you know, that sort of the whole night of crimes that we stumbled upon and then teleported away from. So that's one possibility. 2, we can follow this whole Netherese thing that seems to be somewhat of a tangent. I don't know what it's got to do with what here. But it's about equidistant. So Tourmaline's up to the northwest, and the Netherese thing is up to the northeast, and they're pretty similar in their distance. But number 3, which I think is sort of a pressing matter, is, I mean, clearly Rhaegar's struggling. Like every time we seem to get into a bar fight, he just goes down. I think maybe we need to tend to his ailments here first, you know, to make sure that we're all fighting fit at this point. So if we do want to see if we can, before we get embroiled in all this other stuff, tend to what ails our large friend here, that again about equidistant. So that is down to the southwest if we wanted to sort of see if we can resolve that. You know, we can take the road down to Dugan's Hole and then just head south.
so go ahead, sorry.
I'd say I suggest we take a rest after all
Well,
this.
yeah. I mean, definitely tonight we got to sleep. I mean, first we got to go talk to the speaker, and then we definitely got to get a night's sleep, and then, you know, in the morning maybe set off. I'm not
So-
sure how time sensitive Rhaegar's issues are.
Rhaegar would look at Larry and he would say,
If you would agree, and the rest as well, to travel with me back to that damned place, then I will go.
Yeah, I'm down for that.
Yep.
I think we need to resolve what ails you here. Clearly, you're struggling.
Rhaegar
So you guys gonna
nods.
head over to the crash site next?
I think so.
Yeah.
Oh fuck yeah!
Let's do it.
Cool. But for this evening, I mean, Yubis and I, and whoever else wants to, I guess we need to find out where the speaker might be.
Well, it's late, isn't it? Like, isn't it nighttime?
Yeah, but I
it's
mean,
the middle of the night now.
yeah, it's the middle of the night, but they broke in the middle of the night. That seems like this the sort of thing the speaker might want to know about. That sort of seems urgent. And like the door is busted open to the town hall right now. It's just like laying there busted open.
Also,
You ring the town alarm bell.
3 town guards dead.
Yeah, there were some dead guards there. Oh yeah, there've been a lot of. All right, everywhere we go, man. You know, maybe if we just stopped going to the 10 to like any of the 10 towns, their crime rate would just plummet.
Right?
Naturally.
Are you saying we're the baddies?
I'm sorry, what?
Are you saying we're the baddies?
No, we're not. It just seems that we happen to. Well, maybe. All right. Well, and I guess I'm gonna go over and get close enough to the barkeep to message her and just be like, "Hey, I know you've had a traumatic evening, but we need to know where to find the speaker. There's urgent matters at hand tonight." Wake up. Get up.
Let's see. What's the appropriate way to get
God,
you to get this
fucking
person
creep.
up? Are you trying to like scare them awake?
I mean, that's so creepy.
Not
It's
yet.
pretty creepy. Yeah.
Not yet. But
Give me a persuasion check with disadvantage. 'Cause
Sure.
She's tired. She doesn't want to go out. It's been a long day.
Just wake up. Wake up now.
There's people in your bar taking free food. Oh. Persuasion, you say?
Yeah.
I don't think I'm proficient in that, but that's a pretty good roll. Oh, can I use my guidance on that too, since I'm in no hurry here?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, what is my persuasion? It's only a +2, but I got a 15 and a 17. So far that's a 17. With that's got 19 total.
19 total. That's pretty good. You hear her slowly wake. Oh, what? Oh, fuck off. What do you need again?
So I'm sitting on top of the bar now at this point. Need to know where the speaker is.
Sitting on the bar.
I apologize, but there's been
Talking
a break.
way too loud, too. What are you doing?
There's been a break-in at the town hall, and there's some folks.
I don't care. I don't care. I don't give a fuck about the town hall.
That's fine. And you know, the quickest way to get me to shut up is to tell me where I'd find the speaker. Otherwise, I'm just going to keep asking.
Fucking speaker.
Yeah.
All right. So the speaker for the town. Where's the wet trot in? Wet trot in. The speaker for the town. She says, "Oh, you mean Daneth? You mean fucking Daneth? It's the middle of the night."
Well, yeah, but there's dead people in the town hall, so you know.
I don't agree with doing this now, but if you want to, that's fine.
Well,
Look,
I mean,
mate, Daneth is not the right one. You need to talk to the town, to the captain of the guard.
that'll work. Sure, yeah, that'll work. Local
It's name
constabulary.
It's Imdra.
Is what now?
Imdra Argolath.
Indra. Okay.
Here, I'll copy and paste it into the thing. It's like, here, I'll copy and paste it into your map.
No, I'm pretty sure Larry misspells every name that you give him.
If you're looking for, you want to go down. Fuck. What did I drink? Fuck.
I think you drank trauma.
It's been a long day. Who the fuck were you people again? And
No one.
she tells you that you're going to want to go southwest, and you're going to keep on going southwest. And there is a little compound right here on the far southwest end of town. That's the Argolath Estate.
Oh shit! That's all the way on the other side of town.
All the way on the other side of town.
God damn it. But I mean, in my experience, you know, if you don't report the crime, then you become a suspect in the crime. But also, if you do report the crime, you become a suspect in the crime. This is tough. Yeah. That's a long way. What time is it now?
It's about
Late.
midnight.
All right.
Later.
All right. I mean, I only need the 4 hours, so I mean, I can just spend my time going down there to let them know what's going on. Yubis, if you want to turn in.
I mean, I need a full. Yeah.
Yeah, I think if everybody else wants to, I mean, are there rooms in this place?
Not here. We got to go to the.
So you ask her because you know that the inn is way the fuck out on the other side of town.
We got to go
hold
anyway. Okay.
Hold on. She's like, look, whatever the fuck that was earlier, just upstairs. It's not a common room. It's just a sitting area. There's some camp out up there. No sense in going to the inn tonight. They probably wouldn't let you in anyways.
All right.
Being it's so late. Just stay here tonight and we'll settle up.
I'm gonna sleep right where I am.
Yubis never gets up.
I just gave up. I'm just sleeping on the floor in the soot. I don't care.
Like, hey, Yubis, if you want, I'll just go and. All right, then.
Reighar would lay down on the floor.
There's like
near by Yubis.
Yeah, the bartender's waking up. Looks like, mate, there's beds upstairs. You know what? Never mind.
Hey, Reighar, why don't you carry Yubis up somewhere more comfortable?
Wait, she said beds. That's all you had to say.
Yeah.
And I scoop Yubis up and find the staircase in the back and start walking up to find a place for her to crash.
Yeah, so you guys head upstairs. It looks like, this is obviously a tavern now. It's the size of an inn tavern type deal. Perhaps it used to be an inn of some sort. They do have a common room upstairs, but it's not full of people. You can guess that perhaps the town doesn't have as many travelers as perhaps it used to. It's not really a good time of year to visit Icewind Dale. It hasn't been for about 2 years.
Good time of the decade.
It's
Yeah.
chilly.
It's been bad.
It's really cold.
Really, really cold. But yeah, so you guys go upstairs. You guys gonna do a long rest?
Yes.
Yeah, if we can.
All right.
And,
I have some good news for you.
Well.
When you complete your long rest, you're gonna be level 7.
Oh shit.
That's fantastic news.
So now, while they start the long rest, though, I am going to, move at a brisk trot all the way across town to.
Did I just hear you say level 7, DM?
Yes, I did.
He said level 70.
Oh,
Oh,
nice, some World of Warcraft.
Yeah.
Level 70. Yeah, we're gonna do Gestalt classes with this campaign. We're going to 80.
Sweet.
Nice.
So 10 more levels.
Wow, almost there.
Before going to bed, I would like to cast Less for Gamble.
Gamble.
Oh fuck yes!
Because what?
Thank
come on.
God. All right, let me pull up my stuff here. All right, what's everybody else? Anybody else do anything special before they're putting their characters to sleep? Whatnot?
I want to send a well, I got to find a bird or something. I don't.
All right,
I don't
give me a luck check.
Yeah. I don't think it's gonna work.
Gonna find a bird while you're unconscious.
No, I mean I'm awake. I just want to.
Oh, I see. You're just pretending to be asleep.
Well, I
Just
just
wanted
need
to be carried to bed.
Yeah, I do that too.
Nah, I mean it's just a 5, so I probably don't see anything.
No, there's like an owl that flies overhead too fast. Then it's gone.
That's fine.
That's the tale the dice tell.
Yeah. all right.
I have so much homebrew in this campaign.
I can
Take
take
to
it.
beyond everybody. All right, go ahead and make your roll, sir.
See what happens.
I'm sorry, what?
70, 70, and then 0, so 70.
70.
You can't roll a 700.
This is true. You find.
Ooh, that's good.
Let me
sounds
read
good.
this to you exactly. You find a golden crowbar
Nice.
worth approximately 250 gold pieces. That is functionally useless due to the weight and softness of gold.
The gold disappears from my hand, and this huge golden crowbar appears instead.
That's hilarious.
Well, this is interesting.
That is hilarious.
I will like on the corner of it, I will bite it just to make sure it's real gold.
Oh, it's real gold. Yeah.
Ooh,
It's not even like transfigured lead. It's real gold.
that's great. I can take that to a blacksmith and melt it down into a more carryable form at some point. But I will pop open the leg compartment and shove it in.
I mean, it's a crowbar shape, so like you can hang it on something.
I'll
Yeah.
just put it in the bag of holding.
Okay. You don't want to
Advertising.
be walking around with a 250 gold piece worth of gold crowbar just hanging out. That's pretty. It's pretty. It's pretty. I mean, that's pretty good.
That might be appropriate bling for Trafalgar.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, but think of how many screwdrivers and wrenches he can make out of that giant crowbar.
Useless screwdrivers and wrenches. Yeah.
The regular sized crowbar, it's just made out of solid gold.
Yeah, solid gold. So you guys are going to take a long rest. You guys are heading towards the seat of Rhaegar's nightmares, and it's a good thing too. I'll go ahead and tell you, because if you hadn't gone soon, then the problem might have spread a little bit out from where it is. So it was getting close.
Does anything happen with reporting the incident to the guards?
If you want, we can. It's 10:30 now.
Yeah.
If you want, we can cover that in the RP channel on the Discord.
Sure. I mean, unless something interesting happens. I wasn't planning
Unless
on
something interesting happens.
I wasn't
yeah.
planning on making it interesting, but sometimes interesting just happens.
Yeah, we're gonna see. Larry, I want you to do one thing for me. I need Larry to make me 3 d20 rolls, just flat. I'm gonna write down the figures,
Uh-oh.
and that will go towards me determining exactly how this whole thing goes in the RP channel.
Larry wields 3 20-sided dice because of elven accuracy. 1 for fire, 1 for ice, and 1 for thunder. So here they go.
Yeah.
Here goes fire, ice, and thunder. Nothing's... Well, that's a 2, a 6, and a 16.
Okay. Could have gone better. Could have gone worse too. All right, and we'll pick that up next time. All right, so that's going to be where we're going to end the session today. Anybody want to plug anything?
Nah. Yeah.
I'll just make the announcement to anybody watching tonight. We will not be having our vampire game tomorrow due to holidays and players' family stuff. And then we will not be having our regularly scheduled Thursday game, which would have been the Rime of the Frostmaiden. So we played that tonight in lieu of the Thursday session. So enjoy your holidays with family and friends, and tune in next week. Hopefully on Monday, we will be running DM Thomas, who is playing Vallen in this game. He will be starting Session 1 for Waterdeep Dungeons of the Mad Mage.
Oh, wow, really?
I think so, yeah. I think so.
Oh, wow.
Sweet. We've also got another Battle
Royale
Royale
coming up, yeah.
sometime soon.
I might give it to my Thursday if y'all want to do that. That'll give me a little bit of time to get Candlekeep ready for the next session. But we can discuss this off channel.
We
Yeah.
can. Anybody want to plug anything? I would like to plug Mike's Hot Honey. They're not a sponsor or anything, but it's really good on pizza. Enjoyed that tonight, along with some amaretto and orange juice, which is that's actually really nice.
That sounds really good.
It's so funny that you brought that up.
It's called a
Because-
lunchbox.
Oh, is that what it's called?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. That's good. I like it. I'm gonna make
It's a
another.
Milwaukee. It's a Milwaukee thing.
It's so funny that you brought up plugging stuff because I was jokingly thinking after I picked up dinner for myself on the way home, I was like, you know what? You should mention to people about if they haven't had the foot-long chili cheese dog at Sonic, they need to go get one. Like every now and then you just need a really big hot dog with chili and cheese on it. And that thing is bigger than a foot long. They say it's foot long. It's got to be like 18 inches. Anyway.
All right. We have
Good plug.
free plugs for places that don't need plugs.
Right.
Everybody needs plugs.
Yeah, in the bottom corner of the screen, we got Mike's Hot Honey and Sonic in the next couple of weeks.
People were like, "Oh, these are sponsors." Like, nope.
What?
It's just where we've eaten.
Hey,
You know?
like JP said in Angels in the Outfield, it could happen.
I want to plug bread, just bread in general, plus butter. Bread and butter together. It's a great combination. You should try it.
All right.
We're at that point of the night. Are we out? Who wants to take us out?
I'd like to plug chili because it's delicious, and everybody should make it and have some.
Ooh, I agree with that. If you don't agree with that, you're just not right.
And it goes on 18-inch hot dogs. All right.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
So we're raising to 7th for the next session.
Yes, we're
Yeah.
raising to 7 for the next round of
That's
game.
cool. I had to get out my spreadsheet. This is such a stupid build.
God dang.
Larry's a special elf.
I see what I'm doing. Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
Good
Santa
game.
will come
Glad we
claim
cleared
him.
stuff up.
Yep.
Oh, it's been a pleasure tonight, you guys.
Fun.
Have a good
Yes.
holiday, y'all.
I hope I answered you guys some questions and stuff like that, and you guys have a great Thanksgiving holiday.
You too, sir, and
Will
happy
do.
happy Thanksgiving to everyone, and happy level 7.
Yes.
Yay! All right. Have a good night.
Bye,
You
everybody.
Good night,
guys.
everyone.
Good night.